Hello students, today I want to explain the combustion and flame. Have you ever wondered why a candle burns when lighted matchstick is brought near it? What burns in the candle, the wick or the wicks or both? Can the wicks of the candle burn without the wick? A thin wooden stick burns easily, whereas a thick log of wood does not catches fire easily. Coal does not burn with a flame, but becomes red hot and gives heat and light both. Okay? And a magnesium ribbon burns with a bright white light, whereas LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, burn with a blue flame. In this chapter, you will study the process of burning, the kind of flame produced during burning and the role of different kinds of the fuels in the process of burning. Fuels are used in day-to-day life for various activities like cooking, running automobiles in the factories and for many other purposes. And the commonly used fuels are coal, wood, petrol, LPG, diesel, CNG, etc. Okay. In rural areas, cow dung cakes are also used as a fuel. Got it? Do you know what is combustion? Actually, combustion is the process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen, and during the process of burning, heat and light are evolved. For example, charcoal burns in air to give carbon dioxide as well as heat. Okay. So, let us start that combustion. What is combustion? So, combustion is the burning of, you can write that the combustion is the process of burning of a substance. Combustion is the process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen. Burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen. Okay. And heat and light is produced during this process. Okay. So, if we will burn the charcoal in the presence of oxygen, then we will get carbon dioxide, heat and light. So, you can write heat also. Okay. So, carbon here charcoal will burn and oxygen it will be burned in the presence of oxygen. Now, how these substances will be burned? If the substances are combustible, actually the substances are two types, combustible or non-combustible. If the substances are combustible, then they can burn easily, but if the substances are non-combustible, then they cannot burn. Okay. So, two types of the substances are there. So, let us write the combustible and non-combustible substances. We can write the from the above reaction we can find out that substances may be of two type. Like we can write one more example also, like magnesium burns with oxygen, means in the presence of oxygen it will produce magnesium oxide. Okay. And along with the magnesium oxide, heat and light is also produced. Okay, heat plus light. So, that is the combustion. So, the two types of the combustible substances, or that you can say the substance undergo combustion are called combustible substances. You can write the substances undergoes, okay, the substances that undergo combustion, the substances that undergo combustion are called combustible substances. Are called combustible substances, and these combustible substances are also known as fuels. Okay. So, combustible substances or fuels both are same. You can say that these are the fuels, means those substances which undergo combustion, that are known as fuels. They will produce heat and light after combustion. Okay. So, we can write the example of combustible substances, that may be petrol. So, for example, petrol, kerosene, diesel, etc. Okay. LPG, these are the combustible substances. You can write that also, and LPG, CNG, biogas. So, these are the combustible substances, etc. Okay. Now, those substances which will not burn easily, means that cannot burn, these are non-combustible substances like sand, water, then stone, metals. These are non-combustible substances which cannot burn. Okay. Now, you have heard about the temperature, that is ignition temperature. Ignition temperature. What is ignition temperature? Ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which the substance starts burning. Okay. So, that ignition temperature is also known as kindling temperature. So, the another name of ignition temperature is kindling temperature. Okay. So, just remember that ignition temperature is also known as kindling temperature. So, you know that any substance which can burn, that will be burned above the ignition temperature or kindling temperature. So, we can say that ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which the substance starts burn. So, this is the minimum temperature or the lowest temperature, at which the substance starts burn. So, we can write the definition of ignition temperature. The temperature or the lowest temperature at which the combustible substance, okay. So, you can write that word also, at which a combustible substance, because non-combustible substance cannot burn. So, you can write the temperature or the lowest temperature or the minimum temperature at which a combustible substance starts burning. Okay. So, when the combustible substance starts burning, that temperature is ignition temperature, starts burning. Okay. So, that is the ignition temperature, and the another name of ignition temperature is kindling temperature. Okay. Now, what are the conditions which are necessary for the combustion? So, I have told you the three conditions are there which will be help for the combustion. Without these three conditions, the combustion will not take place. So, conditions necessary for combustion, you can write that conditions necessary for combustion. Necessary for combustion. So, these are the three conditions that I have told you. What are these? First is that the substance should be combustible. So, we can write that presence of a combustible substance. So, first condition is presence of a combustible substance. First condition is presence of combustible substance. Second, we need the supporter of combustion also, that is air or oxygen. Okay, so presence of a supporter of combustion, you can write that presence of a supporter of combustion. Who is the supporter? Supporter of combustion is the oxygen or air. So, we need the supporter of combustion also. So, you can write that a supporter of presence of a supporter of combustion. Okay. Supporter of combustion. Then third condition, we need that attaining the ignition temperature. If the kindling temperature of the substance will be not up to the mark, it will be below that ignition temperature, the temperature is below than that ignition temperature, then substance will not burn. For example, if we want to burn the log of wood that is dry, then it will burn easily, but if we will burn the log of wood that is wet, it will take time. Okay, it will not burn easily. So, that ignition attainment of ignition temperature for combustible substance. So, you can write that also attainment of ignition temperature. Third condition is attainment of ignition temperature of combustible substance, So, these are the three conditions which are necessary for the combustion, and if any one of the condition will be removed by us, the combustion will not take place. So, if the fire accident will be taking place, then we can extinguish the fire to remove anyone from them. That is why the fire extinguishers are using the water. Okay, they are using water. Why they are using water? Because water means that ignition temperature of water becomes high because of that, means the substance who is burning, that substance combustible is burning. If the fire extinguisher will put water on it, then its temperature, ignition temperature becomes high. That is why it will not burn easily and that will be extinguished. So, we can just remove any one of them and we can extinguish the fire easily. Now, I would like to explain the next topic, that is types of combustion. Okay. So, three different types of the combustions are there, that is rapid combustion, then spontaneous combustion and last one explosion. Rapid combustion, I have told you that when a burning matchstick or a gas lighter is brought near a gas stove and its knob is turned on, the gas immediately starts burning with the evolution of heat and light. You know that. If a combustion reaction takes place at a high speed and huge amount of heat and light are produced during this reaction, then it is known as rapid combustion. जैसे ही आपने मैच स्टिक जलाई, it will starts burning. Okay, so that is rapid combustion. Its name signifies or give its definition. Second combustion is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion, when a substance suddenly bursts into flames without any external heating or any apparent cause, and this is called spontaneous combustion. Means we are not applying external fire to it. For example, coal dust results into many disastrous fires in coal mines. Forest fires are also spontaneous and caused due to the sun's heat or sometimes due to lightning. White phosphorus also burns in air spontaneously as its ignition temperature is only 35 degree Celsius. So, that is the spontaneous combustion. Okay. So, let us write these combustion. Before that, I have already explained you the inflammable substances. Do you know what are inflammable substances? Actually, inflammable substances are those substances that have very low ignition temperature. If the substance have very low ignition temperature, then these substances are said to be inflammable substances like petrol, like diesel, kerosene, means जो आसानी से जलना शुरू कर देते हैं, they can burn easily, ठीक है. So then they can burn fast also. So that are the inflammable substance. Very low ignition temperature होगा और very low ignition temperature की वजह से they can catches fire easily. So that are क्या बोलेंगे हम उनको बोलेंगे inflammable substances. Okay. So let us write that rapid combustion, the combustion in which the fuel produces, first is rapid combustion that I have told you. Second is spontaneous combustion. And third is explosion. Okay. Here in this combustion, the heat and light produces, and when we will burn the substance, then it will burn instantaneously. Instant में ही burn होगा. Okay. And spontaneous combustion में we are not providing the external fire to them, यानी we are not providing the external application of fire, ठीक है. So that we are not applied the fire and until it will burn तो spontaneous है. And explosion में that heat and light are produces, along with the heat and light that sound is also produces. So that bursting of crackers, these are the explosions. Okay, so you can write the examples over here. Bursting of crackers, Here when the crackers will be burst, then heat and light is produces along with the sound also. Sound is also produces. Here spontaneous forest fire. Okay, and rapid combustion में we can burn the LPG stove. Okay. So these are the different examples of these three combustions. Okay. Now let us start the next topic, that combustion we have completed, types of combustion we have completed. Now I want to start the new topic, that is flame. So we can say that flame is a region where combustion takes place. Okay, so let us write the definition of flame. A region where combustion takes place. Okay, so where the combustion takes place, that is known as flame. And we can say that a flame is a visible or light emitting gaseous part of a candle, that we can say, or of a combustible substance also. Okay. So the color of the flame varies with the nature of combustible substances and amount of oxygen supply also. As you know, the temperature of the flame of different fuels is of different also. Got it? For example, if the color of the flame is also different, like if we will take the kerosene lamp, then its color is different from the LPG stove, LPG gas stove. Okay, actually that kerosene lamp will be giving that yellowish color, but if we will see the LPG stove, then its color is blue. Okay, so the color of the flame is also different. So you can write that definition of this also. A region where combustion takes place, that is known as flame. Okay, or you can say that a flame is a visible means light emitting gaseous part of a combustible substance. Got it? Now I would like to explain the flame of the candle, mainly a candle flame that will be divided into the zones, different types of the zones. These are three types of the zones. Okay, these zones are innermost zone, then middle zone, and third one is outermost zone. Okay, so candle flame consists the three zones, three different types of zones. As we will observe in our flame, the color of the flame is different in three zones. So let us write these zones, as well as I will explain along with the diagram also. Now what is that innermost zone? Actually it appears black. The innermost zone appears black and is the dark zone of a candle, and no combustion occurs here because of the lack of oxygen, because it is an inner side. It contains unburnt wax and is the least hot region of the candle flame, or you can say it is the coldest region of the candle flame. Second one is the middle zone, that is partially in the middle zone the partial combustion takes place here. Partial combustion takes place in the middle zone, and wax vapors starts burning with yellowish flame. So that's why it will give the yellow color. So it will illuminating. Got it? So its flame is visible and it gives yellow in color. So that's why it is also known as yellow zone. Okay, and the next one, the region of the candle flame is moderately hot, because it is in middle zone. So it will moderately hot, and it is also known as the luminous zone because it will gives the yellow color. Last zone is outermost zone, that is also known as non-luminous zone, and this region is means here complete combustion is taking place. In this region, in the outermost zone, the complete combustion of wax vapors is take place with the blue flame, and the wax burns here completely and produces carbon dioxide, water vapor and heat, and this region is the hottest part of the candle. You know that hottest part of the candle is used by the goldsmith. Goldsmith is using this outermost part of the flame to melt the gold and silver, because it is the hottest part of the flame. Okay, so let us write this different zones. So we can write the candle flame and its different zones. So these are the different zones, are three zones are here. So you can write the first zone, that is first zone is outermost zone, or you can write the non-luminous zone. Outermost zone is non-luminous zone. Non-luminous zone, its color is blue. Why? It is outermost zone. So it will be directly contact with the air. So complete combustion is taking place. So it is the hottest zone of the flame. Okay. So you can write here. It is also known as outermost zone. You can write the another name of this zone, the outer zone or outermost zone. Okay. You can write the another name of this zone. Luminous zone, non-luminous zone is the outermost zone or outer zone, okay, and it is the hottest part of the flame. That's why this zone is used by the goldsmith to melt the gold and silver. Okay. Next zone is middle zone, that is also known as the innermost zone, not innermost zone, middle zone, moderate hot. Okay. So that is the moderate hot or middle zone. So you can write the another zone, that is middle zone, and middle zone is also known as luminous zone. So second one is middle zone, that is also known as luminous zone. According to their colors, they will be separated into the three types of zones. Okay, and luminous zone, color of the luminous zone is yellow. Its color is yellow. So it will be visible and it produces the light. Okay. So yellow color है middle zone, and you can say that this region of the candle flame is the moderate hot. So you can write it is the moderate hot. ठीक है. So it will be moderate hot. It is the hottest part of the region, hottest part of the flame. This region is hottest part. This region is moderate hot. And third one is the innermost zone. You can write innermost zone. Innermost zone of flame, and the innermost zone of flame is also known as the dark zone, because its color is dark. So it is also known as dark zone. Okay, its another name is dark zone, as its color is black, because there will be no combustion takes place by insufficient oxygen. Due to the insufficient oxygen, no combustion takes place. So it is the coldest part of the flame, or you can write the least hot part of the flame. So it is the least hot part of the flame, or you can say it is the coldest part of the flame. So you can write least hot region of the candle flame, least hot region of the candle flame, or you can say that it is the coldest part of the flame. Okay. So how we can draw that different zones of flame? So let me draw that diagram, and you also draw these zones of flames like that. You can draw like that. You can draw the three zones. Okay, this is the black dark zone. Black colored zone is there. Okay, so three zones are there. These are the three zones. Its color is yellow. This between middle part yellowish in color. That outermost zone, it is blue in color, and outermost zone is known as non-luminous zone. So this is non-luminous zone. Non-luminous zone. This is dark zone, innermost zone है ये, and this is the middle zone, that is also known as luminous zone. Luminous zone. Okay. So, this is the candle flame. It will consist the 3 types of zones. Okay. So, you can draw these diagrams and learn these zones, different types of the zones, luminous, non-luminous and that innermost zone, that is also known as dark zone. And in dark zone there will be the no combustion is taking place. So, that is why it is in coldest part of the zone or coldest part of the flame. Okay. So, with this, thank you and have a nice day.